Hello all, this is your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess. I am here for another one of my videos. This is going to be a general message video from just messages from the Most High, pertaining to everybody or anybody that needs to hear these messages. So I laid a couple different spreads here. We're going to start off with these messages. I thank each and every one of you for visiting the channel, for watching, for listening. If you will, like to share and subscribe. And without any further ado, we're going to get right into the messages. Okay, the first message we have here is your SCHEISES sisters, okay? So I feel like there are several individuals. We are in a world amongst billions of people. Okay, so there's a lot of people in this world who probably have SCHEISES sisters. Okay, whether these are blood related sisters, step sisters, adopted sisters. You could have sisters in many different ways, but there are some individuals in this world, just like myself, who have SCHEISES sisters, both supposedly blood related as well as stepsisters, okay? And these sisters are like the evil stepsisters from Cinderella, okay? These sisters are very SCHEISES. They're the type to talk about you behind your back, to put you down. These sisters are very jealous and envious of you. They are in secret competition with you. Are the type of SCHEISES sisters that if you have any friends or individuals that you're close to or whatever, they will try to make your friends their friends and come off like they're better than you to your friends. These are the type of SCHEISES sisters that will purposely try to get close to your lovers or your spouse, to try to entice your lover or your spouse to get them to leave you. Just cause, all kind of havoc in your life, in your relationships, and different things like that. These sisters are very SCHEISES, and it's mainly because, like I said, they are jealous of you and they are envious of you. Okay, so if you're like me, you don't compete with anybody. I know me personally, I don't compete with anybody, so it's always, interesting and quite appalling when I find out other people are in secret competition with me, because I'm like, what? I don't even compete with anybody, so technically you're competing with yourself. Like, what the hell? But these individuals are like that. As much as they talk about you behind your back, they're not going to say that crap to your face, okay? And they will literally slander you to other people if they know somebody likes you or is interested in you or wants to be with you or something. They would tell lies on you and all kind of things just to make this person not want to be with you or around you and different things. And like I said, this is all because they are jealous and they are envious of you, okay? So there are a lot of different SCHEISES sisters out there. You all, depending on how old you are, when you were younger, if you were around these sisters, they would do something wrong and they would lie to your guardians or to your parents and say you did it. Just petty, insignificant things when you're young, and as you grow older, there's like your entire life, there's this competition between you and them, and so they totally dislike you, but at the same time, they're copycats because they try to copy you. They try to be better than you in ways or whatever. So these sisters are very SCHEISES, and as low down and dirty as they may be, they like put themselves up on this pedestal, either with your parents or with other people that knows you all as a whole, as a family or whatever, like they're better than you. If you have these SCHEISES sisters, you're probably the scapegoat of the family. You're probably the black sheep. You're often left out. And behind your back, if you are you know, some of these shiesty sisters, they will appear like they're cool with you. So in their face, they're like, oh, you know, hey sis, miss you sis, give me a hug sis, smiling in your face with that sis BS. And behind your back, they're ridiculing you, they're judging you, they're setting you up, they're plotting, planning, and scheming against you. They're talking about you. They're doing all kind of wicked, evil things to you. They're lying on you. They're betraying you. They're disloyal to you. They will set you up while they're stabbing you in the back, type of things. These sisters are very shicey, okay? And they don't even deserve to be in your company. They are very toxic individuals and that don't even deserve to be in your life, quite frankly. The next message we have here is casting spells upon you. Casting spells on you. Okay, so there is somebody that's in your family, whether this is a lover, family member, or a friend, who is casting spells on you. You may or may not be aware that they are into black magic, voodoo practices, but behind your back, they are casting curses, spells, hexes, and things on you. These could be love spells. They could be doing, you know, sex magic and different things like that. If these are people that you are intimate with, these people, like I said, they could know you in various different ways. So you could have people that's casting spells against your finances if your money isn't, you know, quite right and you don't know why. You know, no matter how hard you work, you just don't know why your finances aren't right. Somebody has cast a spell on your finances. If you are a woman who is in perfectly decent health and everything or whatever, and you can't get pregnant, somebody has cast a spell upon your womb. They're hating on you. They don't want you to have children. They don't want you to have a family or something like that. You can have individuals who cast spells upon your love life. They don't want you to be married and to be happy and to be loved and different things like that. And they will even do things where they will flip it. They will like cast spells to prevent you from finding true love and getting married and being happy and things, and then they will reverse it in a way and send you karmic partners, people in your life who will cheat on you, who will lie to you, who are not attracted to you, who will beat you, who would abuse you in various different ways or whatever. And these ops are sent in on purpose, these karmic ops, and it's being done so through the use of black magic, voodoo, you know, sorcery on many different levels. A lot of people are unaware just like how many wicked witches we have in the world. And more often than not, when people say witches, people automatically assume women, but there are a lot of man witches in this world, okay? So you have a lot of people that is dibbling and dabbling in some very dark demonic energy and different things like that. And it is no wonder why the world that we live in is so demonic, okay? And why so many people around us are so demonically possessed, because these people are sellouts. They have sold their soul. They praise and worship demons, the devil, Lucifer, Satan, however you would like to see it. They're literally chanting and to dark entities and deities. They're conjuring up these demons, which they are opening portals to allow these demonic forces inside of them, which is what works through them to work against you. And so they cast spells on you in various different ways. I mean, they can cast beauty spells on you to make you break out, to make you overweight, or, I mean, to make you lose massive amounts of weight and then go spread, you know, rumors about you. Oh, something must be wrong with them. They've lost a bunch of weight, when really behind the scenes they've cast all kind of curses and spells against you or whatever. So, I mean, these are some very sick individuals. The sad thing about them is they cannot be rehabilitated. Like, there's no counseling, medication, or any form of treatment for people who are just pure evil, people who are just wicked to the core, to the very roots of you know, their insides is just rotten. It's black on the inside, and it's just, you know, if they were split open, they would stink so freaking bad because they are just absolutely rotten on the inside. And the sad thing about this also is many of them parade around like, you know, they're upstanding, righteous individuals. They may come off like they're, pillars of the community and law abiding, and even a lot of them play pretend like they're Christians. They are not. You know, this is the front that they put on publicly amongst other people. And behind the scenes, they are part of some very sick and twisted, sinister things or whatever. So just be aware of these individuals who are casting spells against you. Especially individuals whom you are close to. They will poison your drinks. They will put bodily fluids and poisons and other things into your food. They will just do all type of disgusting things around you. They have various different demonic practices. You know, they could, you know, place this black magic, this voodoo on a doorknob, on your vehicle, on, you know, sprinkle it in the area that you walk, in your room, on the floor, or I mean, you know, in your bed, just different places. So you have to be careful whom you're around. A lot of them are very slick with it, okay? A lot of them you would have never even imagined that they would partake in such a thing. But I mean, if you be honest with yourself, like I've told you all before, about 70% of the United States, really I would say 70% of the world probably, are all sellouts, okay? They have made a conscientious decision to worship evil and wickedness, and thus they partake in such a thing on a daily basis. And this is the reason why we see so much hatred in the world. This is the very reason why we see so much chaos in the world as well. So be careful whom you are around, because there are people close to you who are casting spells on you, whether they are close to you or they're at a distance. And it's very sad. It's very sad to think that, and what you don't understand is that people can do this on you at a distance. So this can be individuals that you know, but the creepy part about it, it could be individuals that you don't even know, who are complete strangers, who don't know you from Adam, and they're jealous of you, they're envious of you, they want to steal your spiritual gifts, they want to stop you or block you or prevent you from succeeding in any way. This could be your co-workers, this could be your manager, this could be people, your neighbors, this could be people in, you know, whatever type of places that you go to and you visit and that you are a part of, or it could be complete freaking strangers. I kid you not. Like if you're somebody who has, like, say you have a YouTube channel, and whatever you do on YouTube, other people are watching and have access to it, and somebody is just, you know, instantly intimidated by you, jealous of you, envious of you. These complete strangers can sit behind the scenes and cast all kinds of curses and spells upon you, binding spells to try to make you stop, you know, dwelling within your passion, to try to stop your abilities and your gifts, to try to block your abilities and your talents and different things like that. And I mean, these individuals are very sick, especially the ones who have way more than what you have, especially when thinking about individuals who are already in power, who already made it, who already succeeded, and who already are very wealthy. Just to think about those individuals casting spells against people who have little to nothing and don't want them to succeed because you're jealous, because you're envious. It's absolutely appalling, and it's completely ridiculous. Nevertheless, the next message we have here, this is a dark energy message. This says hate. There's a lot of people in the world who are harboring hate. Most people who harbor hate in their mind, in their heart for individuals, they actually have low self-esteem within themselves. A person hating you, they really probably hate themselves or whatever. But there's a lot of people in the world who are harboring hate for people, and they will literally stop at nothing to hurt you, to harm you, all because they hate you. And like I said, once again, this could be individuals in your family, people that you thought were friends, people you were in relationships with, your partners, your girlfriends, boyfriends, your confidants, your associates, your co-workers, whomever. And, people just aren't adults anymore. Like, it seems like this day and time, people, in this day and time, a person can have a problem with you and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not that type of person. Like, if I have a problem with you, I'm gonna let you know if I feel like I need to let you know. But as an adult, even if somebody pisses you off or makes you mad or do something to hurt you or something, as an adult, you don't have to be around anybody you don't want to. So I can just easily cut you off and excommunicate you from my life and just go on with my life. It's just that simple, but some people, like I said, harbor this hate. Some people harbor hate in their mind for absolutely no reason at all. Like, there's people that hate you who, just like with my own situation, there's people who hate me who I've literally never had an argument with. I've never had a physical fight or altercation with. I've never had any type of disagreement with, but these people hate me. They could not even explain to anybody why they hate me. How can you hate somebody that you've never even had a bad encounter with? But, and that's just how ridiculous it is. But me personally, a lot of people, they get in these schemes of teams and they got different little cliques and things like that. I've been a loner all my life. I've never had friends a day before in my life. I've had associates, but I've never had a true friend. Just like I've never known real unconditional love. I've never had a real love. So, I'm not the type of person that click up with other people and talk about people behind their back, but that type of thing goes on like every single day. So me personally, I come direct with it. You understand what I'm saying? It takes a lot. I put up with a lot from people. Before I reach a level where I'm liable to snap, crack, and pop. You understand me? And you ain't never heard nobody shoot from the lip like I did. You understand me? So if I feel like I need to speak up, I need to say something, it is worth my breath. It is worth me saying something. But if I do say something, it's because I have taken a lot of BS off of you for too long. And you kept on trying me. And see, this is where people take your kindness for weakness. They think you're the nice one, you're sweet, you're giving, you're loving. Yeah, baby. But don't get it twisted, because I will let you have it. You understand me? But I tolerate a lot, and it takes a lot for me to get to that level. Why? Because I ain't never had no problem with cutting nobody off. You understand me? Like, you don't have but one good time to screw over me and I will cut you off. You come back around and insert yourself in my life again to purposely hurt me again. Now I'm liable to go off because you tried me. When I excommunicated you from my life, you constantly trying me. So at this point, it is what it is. But you literally have people who harbor hate. And like me, I'm not the type to hold grudges against people. I've literally had people who hurt me and harm me in ways like physically hurt me. And I'm like, okay, I prayed about it. I healed from it. I moved on with my life. And do you know, maybe years later, maybe months later, those same people who hurt me or harmed me in some kind of way circle back around, inserted themselves back in my life, and came back like they wanted to be my friend and be cool with me as if they never did what they did to hurt me. Like, I literally have scars and bruises and different things on my body right now from people who wanted to physically harm me. And because an immature person, that's what it comes down to. You understand? Like, if you're a person like me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to tell it how it is. And the first thing that comes to an ignorant person's mind, if they don't like what you have to say or whatever, then they're going to physically harm you. See, I don't have to touch you. My words can dissect you without me even laying a hand on you. You understand me? So a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't like for me to speak, because when I speak, I come direct with it and I'm speaking truth. They don't like that. So in their ignorant mind, they figure, the only thing they can do to try to shut me up is to physically harm me. But if your balls ain't heavy enough to kill me and I'm still living and I'm still breathing, then I'm still speaking. You ain't done nothing. And you're going to get back what you did to me a whole lot worse. You understand? So, but there are, like I said, there are people in this world who harbor so much hate for people that they don't even know, hate for people that technically they should love. When speaking about your family and things like that, there's supposed to be this connection, this bond, this unconditional love when it comes to family. Like like it's almost written, in the bylaws of family, that you are supposed to be well knit and together and loyal to one another, and you're not supposed to betray one another. You're not supposed to set up one another. But this is the things that we see in the world every day. You are liable to be set up, to be sacrificed, to be hurt or harmed or something by your own family before you probably ever would by a complete stranger. And it's absolutely pathetic. Why? Because you have people in your family who hate you, people in your family who are jealous of you, who are envious of you. And and it's ridiculous. And so we are living in a world amongst a bunch of individuals who just harbor hate in their mind. It's absolutely ridiculous. The next message we have here is toxicity, addictions, drug addictions, sex addictions, gambling addictions, alcohol addictions, porn addictions. There are a lot of people suffering from addictions. And this day and time, okay? You can't watch a movie, a show, anything without seeing sexually explicit content. Like, it seems like the entire world is either about sex or it's about money. And from young people to older people, that seems to be all on the minds of people. But there's people who have all kinds of addictions. Like I said, sex addictions is one of the main ones. Drug addictions is another one of the main ones. Because sex sells and it's like everywhere, porn addiction is really big, So there's a lot of people who are into porn and are addicted to it, are addicted to masturbating to porn. Like, you have a lot of people who seemingly, some people are so addicted to porn, they would rather watch porn and masturbate than have a meaningful relationship with somebody, in real sexual encounters. But you have some people who are just as addicted to sex as they are porn, so they have a combination of both. And as well as the drug addictions and the gambling addictions are just as bad. When you willing to spend your last just so you can gamble, yeah, you are addicted. You understand me? Like, if you have to have a drink all day every day, to the point of blacking out and passing out and just drowning your sorrows with alcohol, yeah, you have an alcohol addiction. Okay. And so a lot of people in the world, it's like they're trying to numb their pain with these addictions. And those of you who are hell bent on being entertained, this is what your entertainment, enables you to do. In a way, kind of pressure you to do, because you see sex everywhere. You know, alcohol, there's a liquor store damn near on every corner. The gambling is has been made so easy and seems so fun that people don't realize once it becomes habit forming and just kind of taking over, their life and their livelihood. So a lot of people are suffering from these addictions, and needs to find a way to heal and different things or whatever. No matter which one of those addictions, I feel like they all stems from some level of trauma in one's life, some level of lack, or being without in one's life, and a lot of people dive headfirst into these addictions as a way of trying to numb whatever pain it is that they are feeling on the inside. So yeah, a lot of the world are suffering with addictions right now. The next message we have here is your exes are all ops purposely sent into your life to sabotage you. Your exes are all ops purposely sent in your life to sabotage you. Okay, so with this right here, this is for the individuals whom it seems like, no matter how hard you try in a relationship, you giving your all, you pleasing the person that you with to the fullest, you cooking, you cleaning, you're supporting who you with, just everything being all you can be in a relationship, and it just never seems to work out. And before you know it, it's from one relationship to the next relationship to the next relationship to the next relationship. Well, number one, like I already spoke on, somebody has probably cast a spell on your love life, for one. But when you are dealing with individuals who are ops that are being sent into your life, these ops are like agents. You understand what I'm saying? They are purposely sent in to deceive you, if you will. They're almost like have been purposely sent, or into your life to spy on you, to watch you, to try to handle you, to bamboozle you, to sabotage you, or whatever. And this is literally what they come in and do. And a lot of people don't realize, and I'm specifically speaking to the people who seem like, you have some people who've gone from straight to gay, from gay to straight, or and literally try different things in life, different relationship situations. Even if some people, if you were in a relationship with somebody and say the relationship wasn't working quite right, and you're like, okay, you're willing to try anything to liven up the relationship, to keep the relationship together with you and your person. And so y'all may have tried threesomes and different things like that, and it still didn't bring the relationship together, and things like that, or whatever. So finally that relationship is over, and you get in another relationship, and it's just like you're not being loved, you're not being appreciated, and different things like that. It's because these individuals are ops, and they were purposely sent into your life to sabotage you, to sabotage your life, and to basically, they're stealing your time, because we get older every year. They're wasting your time. So this message here, this just kind of tells us that we should be careful who we give our time to. People are all too eager. Like, it's always good when you first start talking to somebody. The conversations are all sweet and sensual and things like that, or whatever. It's like y'all go on a date, and you'll start really talking to each other, really liking each other, and then it's almost like immediately somebody in this situation wants to cuff the other person. They either want to hurry up and move in with you, or they want you to hurry up and move in with them. And this is just like this possessive type of stance. And anybody who's ever been in a relationship, no matter how good it was when y'all were talking, when y'all were dating, when y'all was kicking in, when y'all was just hanging out, or whatever, it immediately changes when you all start living together. Why? Because you're talking about more than just hanging out and kicking it with one another, having fun. Now y'all got to pay bills together. Now, who's going to cook, who's going to clean. You dealing with different people's lifestyles and habits and different things like that, or whatever. So it completely changes the relationship. And it's not to say that you can't live with the person that you're in a relationship with, but it's a time and it's a place for everything. I wouldn't necessarily say that it should be done immediately, because when you jump into things immediately, you know what I'm saying? You jump head first into a situation immediately, you find out, like, a month or two down the line, you know, you're not all that happy. Like, come to find out this person don't really please you sexually. Come to find out this person, has bad habits that you don't like. You come to find out this person may be abusive. Now you got to try to figure out a way to get out of this situation when, you know, you're already in a living situation with this person. But if you would have took a little bit more time to like date this person, get to know this person, and different things like that or whatever, you can kind of try to weed out the ops that are being sent into your life who are just coming through to get what they can get out of you, whether it's still your energy, whether it's because they're hooking up with you. You're somebody that's very attractive and they're hooking up with you to try to make themselves look better because you're somebody who's very attractive, or maybe you're somebody who is well off, who is very financially stable, and somebody coming through and trying to hook up with you because they know that you're financially stable, just to steal from you, just to, you know, take you for everything you got, and then, you know, mistreat you and leave you hanging, you know, type of thing. So these ops come in many different types of ways. And we just have to be careful about that when, for those of you whom are dating and things. So, y'all be careful of that, okay? Because these ops are out here, these agents are out here, honey, and they something serious, okay? But they like, yeah. The next message we have here is blood sacrifice, okay? So this has become a very big issue that I have noticed. There are a lot of people, like I told you all, like 70% of the United States are all sellouts, which means they have sold their souls. A lot of people like to say, oh, a person sold their soul to the devil. Well, you can say that because they participate in satanic, Masonic, satanic, and demonic practices, which technically mean that Lucifer is their god, and they are worshiping devilish, demonic entities and deities. But really and truly, they sell their souls to these satanic powers that be, that runs, rule, and controls the world. Okay, which being a part of that, they do require of them to be a part of rituals, to make certain sacrifices, to be a part of a lot of very sinister things that is done in the shadows, that is done in secret. And this is the reason for their oaths and different things that they take, or whatever. But a lot of these individuals who have sold out, and don't get it twisted, a lot of people, when we hear, a lot of times when we hear about blood sacrifices, you think this only happens amongst the rich and the famous and things like that or whatever. And it's really how the general population of the masses really kind of found out about blood sacrifices, was through the rich and the famous. But people are unaware that this thing goes on even a lower level. You have everyday average Joes selling their soul, and you're like, what? These people are still in the hood. What? These people are still living paycheck to paycheck. What? No, these people got regular jobs. What? These people ain't wealthy and well off. What? Them people go to church. Child, please. It don't matter. All that means is for a front, honey. And these satanic powers that be, they have people in their pocket on all levels, okay? Even people don't realize, though. That's the reason why I call BS on a lot of different things that those in power are about and do, because don't get it twisted. They have individuals in these street gangs in their pockets, okay? They have the mob in their pockets, the cartel in their pockets. They have, of course, these elite individuals in their pockets. They have people on all levels in their pockets. Your first responders, your police officers, your teachers, your media individuals. You know, these would be seen as regular everyday people that is doing a service, that is doing a job, and things like that. But these things are going on. You have individuals who in the church, they can go to church every time the doors open if they want to, but they still sell out to these satanic powers that be. And if you think that the church is not making blood sacrifices, honey, you are sadly mistaken. They make more blood sacrifices than people that's in power, if you ask me, because they sacrificing their own kind like every day, and not even just people that's in the church, people in the church and outside the church, in their communities, in their neighborhoods, in everything, honey. Don't think it's a game when it's really not. So like I said, you can have people near you, around you, whom are sellouts. You may or may not know that these individuals are sellouts. And they are making blood sacrifices. When these satanic powers that be come to them and want a blood sacrifice or whatever, they shake and move in secret. And they are blood sacrifice. They're not just blood sacrificing random people. You know, somebody may think, oh, my mom wouldn't do that to me. My dad wouldn't do that to me. Child, please. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. Because they were sellouts well before you was even born. Or what you don't understand. Yes, they would. And they can tell you to your face every single day. They love you. They proud of you, honey. They supporting you. And all this other kind of stuff. Child, if it came down between you and them, they would sacrifice the hell out of you if the powers that be came to these individuals that they sold out to, came to them and wanted you as a sacrifice. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. Oh, my grandparents wouldn't do that. My sisters, my brothers, my cousins wouldn't do that. My aunt and my uncle wouldn't do that. Child, yes, they would. Yes, they would. Y'all have to understand, and with this, you have to understand. And I know these are individuals, these are family member individuals. These are individuals that you've probably been around all your life, that you love dearly and everything, honey, that you probably grew up and didn't have any idea was a part of these satanic cults, was a part of these sex rings, was a part of these demonic practices. And you know, you can't even hardly fathom them being a part of something so sinister. But I'm telling you, sweetheart, they are. I'm telling you, they are. And that's the reason why I know quite a few people who dabble with the music industry. Now, I don't hate on them. I wish everybody well, honey. I support they hustles and everything like that or whatever. But from the moment I have ever realized that anybody I have ever known was serious about like taking their career serious within the music industry, honey, I back the hell away from them. You know why? Because I know how the industry go, okay? And what you're not going to do is sacrifice me so you can get the 360 deal, okay? You're not going to do it. So I'm telling you, don't think it's a game when it's really not. These sellouts can be your neighbors. They can be your best friend ever, your BFFs, okay? They can be your family members, your church members, your co-workers, your whatever. You understand me? And many of you have individuals in your family that's a part of these secret societies. They are Freemasons. If y'all think these Freemasons are not making blood sacrifices, y'all are sadly mistaken. They are. Okay? And there's a lot of other secret societies besides Freemasonry. But these individuals make blood sacrifices. A blood sacrifice is to kill another person. And the silly part about it is they're making blood sacrifices just so they can get like new position, like better positions or titles or roles, so they can get some type of big financial payout or some type of crap. This is why they sacrifice people. And it really pisses me off because more often than not, when I'm doing these missing mysteries or these murder mysteries, like come to find out, like no matter what happens to the person, it seemed like they always link back to these satanic powers that be, or their family or their friends around them. They were sellouts and they ended up being sacrificed in one way or another. Now, I'm specifically talking about blood sacrifices, but people can be sacrificed in many different ways. People have been set up on bogus, fictitious, malicious crimes to sacrifice their life. You're still sacrificing a person's life by setting them up on a crime and, imprisoning them or institutionalizing them. People have been sacrificed to have had their virginity or their bodies and different things sacrificed by being sold out into sex slavery, being human trafficked or kidnapped and things like that or whatever. That is still a sacrifice. There is individuals close to you who set that up to happen to you. Okay, that's still a sacrifice of one's life, whether you killed right away or not. Now, your blood sacrifices, more often than not, If there are any signs and symbols that's been done around you, you will see these individuals more often than not. You'll see them in the red shoes. Okay, the red shoes is all about blood sacrifice, but they literally could be anything. More often than not, like I said, it's the red shoes. But they could wear a red hat, a red shirt, or red anything. Blood is red. You understand what I'm saying? So they use the red as blood sacrifice, to symbolize blood sacrifice and things like that or whatever. So that's just a simple subliminal. They do other things too. That's if subliminals are being provided around you, and more often than not, it is because these elites, these satanic powers that be, they love putting the truth in like plain sight type of shit, but they do it in this, symbolic type of way, because the individuals who are brainwashed and dumbed down, you see the symbolisms and you don't know what they mean. You just kind of go on about your life. You looking dead in the face of the subliminals, and may not even know what it means. And you got people all around you that is symbolizing, there's about to be a blood sacrifice of someone, whether it's you or someone else or whatever. So, yeah, y'all just be aware that these sellouts are everywhere, okay? So by me saying 70% of the United States are sellouts, that means there's only 30% of us in the United States, okay, guys? That's a lot of land in the United States, okay? There are 50 different states, okay? If only 30% of us are, you know, are not sellouts, that means that you only probably, what? You only have about, really and truly, less than 5% of individuals in every state who are not sellouts. Everybody else is. So this means damn near everybody that you know, damn near everybody that is around you, that you come into contact with, that you may see, that you may know, that you may communicate with, are sellouts. Are, and they don't necessarily wear, some sign or some t-shirt to say, hey, I'm a sellout to the satanic powers that be. No. That's the reason why they're called secret societies and things. But many of them, if you have the eye to see, like I said, their signs and their symbolisms are going to be their very downfall. When those of them who are sellouts come into contact with other individuals who are sellouts, they do certain things to identify with one another and know that they sell out. Things with their eyes, nodding their head in a certain way, things with their hands, wearing certain colors and codes and different things or whatever, to identify with one another that they are part of, this group and things like that or whatever. So you just got to be very careful, honey, because this could be your partner, your lover, your spouse that's trying to sacrifice you, honey. This could be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, trying to blood sacrifice you, honey. This could be your co-workers trying to blood sacrifice you, your manager trying to blood sacrifice you, the government trying to blood sacrifice you, the elites trying to blood sacrifice you, honey. You can have people on a multitude of levels trying to blood sacrifice you. And behind the scenes, especially when speaking of these elites, honey, they have silent auctions on human beings. You know what I'm saying? And so if you have been deemed as a target, if there's a mark on your back and a price on your freaking head, you understand me? Like, yeah, we see these blood sacrifices happen all the freaking time. It's set up more often than not. A lot of the staged events that you see on television, that you see on your fake news media stations, you have to understand, crime takes place in the world like every single day. But if you notice, there are only certain things that they put on the news. If it makes mainstream media news, they're purposely putting it on the news in your face on purpose. Do you know how many people have been set up and sacrificed who don't even make the news? But the ones who do make the news, it was set up in a specific way for their sacrifice to go down publicly. you know, and it's a blood sacrifice and almost like a humiliation ritual all at the same time type of thing, because it's done publicly. And so a lot of the things that you see on TV, online, and different things, they have been staged for you to see those things. But it don't matter who you're talking about. It don't matter, you know, all these individuals, from your Briannas to your George Floyds to your Sandra Bland's to your Fernando Castiles to your, all these people's deaths were public. They were publicly killed, you know, and their murders, their deaths was publicly. I forget the guy's name who was jogging down the street, and the two white guys like literally hunted him down and shot him. You notice how that was public, that made mainstream media news. Okay, and it's a lot more cases. These things were set up on purpose, put in your face. They were blood sacrifices, but certain ones of them are you know, these public blood sacrifices slash humiliation rituals. So y'all just beware of the individuals that you are around, honey. I don't trust nobody. Child, I don't trust nobody, because yeah, a lot of people are sellouts to these powers that be, child. I ain't going. The next message we have here is karmic mother and father. So there are individuals out here in the world, honey. If you anything like me, child, you have a karmic mother and a karmic father. These people don't belong to me, child. They ain't no kin of mine, and they ain't no friend of mine. I don't know about you. I don't know about your situation, but there's a lot of people who have karmic mothers and fathers. If you have a karmic mother and father, the best way to identify them, they always ridicule you. They always judge you. They always put you down. They was never there to love you, support you, to help you, to lift you up, to guide you, to protect you, or anything like that. They talk about you behind your back. These are the very type of individuals who would plot, plan, scheme, and to set you up, to sacrifice you, like I was just talking about. These karmic individuals, they're very nasty, they're very disrespectful. Some of them try to come off and play like they good people, but really they are not. Deep down, they have this deep rooted hatred for you. And every once in a while, that demon that's in them you will see that outwardly, or whatever. But these individuals have a serious problem. Okay, these karmic mothers and fathers, like, yeah, they really don't try to do anything to uplift you or support you or anything. If you are, it doesn't matter what you accomplish in life, they're really not there to pat you on the back, to say good job. More often than not, when people have talents and skills and certain abilities, the first people that you show it off to is your family. You know, you want that love and support from your family before you go out into the freaking world and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? But if your family, the people around you hating on you and different things like that, you know you have karmic family members, toxic family members who are jealous of you, who don't want you to succeed for no other reason than because they didn't succeed. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all beware of these karmic mothers and fathers. Oftentimes these karmic fathers, they just go around here making all these babies. They don't care to take care of them. You know, they not buying no clothes, no shoes, no diapers, no wipes, no food. They ain't at no doctor's appointments, no teaching, no parent-teacher conferences, honey. They not helping with no homework. You know, they're not there to protect their children, to watch over their children. Do you know these sorry bastards have the audacity to go behind the baby mama's back and be talking about her like a dog? Oh, she ain't this, she ain't that. But I tell you what she is. She taking care of your kids by herself. What you got to say about that? So, child, look, yeah, it's a lot of karmic fathers in the world, but there's a lot of karmic mothers in the world. You would be surprised. You know, don't get it twisted. Don't think that because, oh, this is your mother, that she wouldn't do you like that and this, that, and other. Some people, and don't get me wrong, there are people in the world who have good parents, who have loving parents, who love them, care about them, support them. I'm not telling you, I'm not at all saying that, you know, everybody in the world have karmic parents. I'm just telling you there are people in the world who has karmic parents, okay? And we all need to be aware of this. And you don't need to lower your self-esteem or feel down about yourself, or beat yourself up or put yourself down just because you have a trifling mother or father who never loved you, okay? And as much as it hurts, as hard as it may be, you know, we live and we learn. And at some point in time, when you are able to understand and you are able to comprehend, then you have to cut these people off at all costs. You just have to cut them off because they don't appreciate you, they don't love you, they don't care about you, and they haven't put forth any effort to change and be better individuals in your life. So the next message we have here is betrayal. Okay, this talks about individuals who are backstabbers. This talks about hate, envy, jealousy. People betray other people in various different ways: lying, cheating, stealing, manipulating, using, abusing. Just betrayal. More often than not, a lot of betrayal comes from those who are nearest and dearest to us, those who are the closest to us. And a lot of times, if you don't have a strong mind, betrayal really you know, breaks people down and really mess with the mental of people or whatever. And this is the very reason why you have to keep a strong mind. You have to try to stay focused and stay balanced, and keep moving forward to the best of your ability. Let those individuals go. Just cut them off. These individuals who have betrayed you, these individuals who are disloyal to you, these individuals who can't love you, don't want to love you, have no desire at all in their hearts to love you, you need to cut them off. You need to let them go, because these are individuals that don't appreciate you. You can't teach a person how to appreciate you. You can't force a person or make a person love you. You know, but you don't have to stick around and allow people to take your kindness for weakness either. You understand? So sometimes in life you just have to take that loss if you feel like being without them is a loss, and cut these people off. Because, you know, me personally, I would rather be alone and love myself than to be around somebody who is disloyal to me, who is betraying me, who is hurting me, and who I know full well don't love me. You know, just to say, oh, I got somebody around. Yeah, I would rather be by myself and just love me, and, you know, just not even worry about that. Okay, the next message we have here is always wondered why they didn't like me. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether these are family members, if these are friends, you know, people that you have been good to, that, you know, you have went over and beyond to try to, you know, convince to love you and care about you. But for some reason, you keep coming back to the same conclusion. These people don't like you. It's like they never liked you. And, you know, I've dealt with this myself. You know, it's a one thing when you full grown and people come together and be like, oh, I don't like you. But when you know personally that these people have treated you like this since you were a kid, what they can't do is explain why the hell they hated you in your infancy. Why the hell did you hate me when I was a toddler? Why the hell did you hate me, you know what I'm saying, when I was just a kid? You can lie and tell people, you can convince yourself and you can convince everybody else that you hate me now because of XYZ. But what you can't tell the people or tell me is why you have hated me all my life. When people have hated you before you even had teeth in your mouth, before you could even walk and talk, use the restroom and wipe your own ass, you know, they can't explain that, you know. And some people have individuals around them who has never liked you. They have never liked you. They have never even tried to like you. You understand me? And even those of them who try to fake and front and stunt, they're not good actors at all, because they wasn't good at it. You could clearly tell. You could see the demons coming out in them. You could clearly tell that they didn't care not one bit about you. Okay? So, you know what? Really and truly, just let it go. When you realize that there's no need in wondering. When people show you who they are and what they are about, believe them. Okay? And you shouldn't have to beg and plead nobody to like you, to love you, to appreciate you. You understand? And you should not have to keep giving yourself to individuals who just want to put you down, just want to see you hurt. Because why? They never cared about you in the first place. You know? Once again, sometimes you got to take a loss, but what you can't do is make anybody like you. But, those of us always wondered why that this person or that person didn't like you. It was probably because they were jealous of you. They were jealous of your gifts. They were jealous because you were chosen. They're jealous and envious because you're beautiful, because you're talented, because you're skilled, because you have abilities that they don't have. They're jealous of you because of the protection over your life. They're jealous of you because the Most High and your angels watch over you and protect you the way they do. So these people didn't like you for various different reasons. When I was growing up, it was unpopular to be dark skinned. I mean, I got called some of the most meanest names. Anything that you could call a dark skinned person, like, it wasn't cool. Nowhere, not even in the industry and different things. When I was coming up, it just was not cool to be dark skinned at all. We were the ones who were, you know, always kind of put down. And then it got to a point where our own race hated our own race, our own kind. And even on TV back then, dark skinned women really wasn't seen on TV like that or whatever. And if they were always either prostitutes or they were slaves. They had to play them type of roles or whatever, and they did not allow dark skinned women to be beautiful and glamorous on TV. So growing up, if you seen beautiful women on TV, they were either very, very light or they were white. And it was a long time before, black was beautiful. And so you have different people who dislike you for just stupid reasons. Oh, you're too dark skinned. I don't like you. Or you this, you that, I don't like you. Just the most idiotic reasons. That really isn't a reason. But this is just goes to show just how selfish and idiotic and stupid people are in the world. But you don't have to, that's not even your business. That's a personal problem. Okay? If you like you, if you love you, that's all that matters. Okay? And it's no needing you wasting your time, your effort, your energy in worrying about why somebody don't like you, especially when you know you're a good person with a good heart, when you have tried to give yourself to people, when you have practically begged people to love you, to beg people to care about you, when you have went over and beyond to make other people in your life feel special. When holidays came around, you were the one that was going all out with them. When you were in relationships and things like that with people, you were the one who was being passionate and romantic and this, that, and the other, but you never got that back. Why? Because it was people that didn't like you in the first place. Cut their ass off and move on, child. The next message we have here is soulless beings. There are so many individuals in this world who are soulless. They soulless because they sold their soul, okay? Because they are devil worshippers, okay? Because but when you talk about these higher echelons of individuals, I believe these are soulless beings anyway. Like they have no heart, no sympathy, no empathy. They have no souls. Or anything like regular humans or whatever. They do not harbor the same type of emotions and feelings in which human beings have or whatever. So, but even amongst individuals who are humans, they're soulless beings because they're demonically possessed. They have allowed other entities to come in and into their minds and into their bodies and literally suck the life out of them. So the only thing that is left within them is dark and demonic and evil. Thus, they are soulless beings. You want to stay away from these individuals at all costs, okay? These individuals mean you know well, okay, at all. So you don't need to partake with these individuals. You, from the moment that you realize that these people are soulless, unemotional, just and don't even have the care or the compassion, really. about anything, especially if there's somebody you're trying to be in a relationship with, especially if this is somebody who's supposed to be like a family member, somebody that you should be able to communicate with and confide in, and it just seems like they're totally blank, they're absent, they're nonchalant, they're like unemotional. These are soulless beings. Honey, get the hell away and don't even worry about it, child, and find you somebody else that is on your level. Because these individuals, I'm telling you, ain't no good at all. The next message we have here is hypocrites in the church. Y'all, these hypocrites in the church, they are the biggest liars, deceivers, manipulators that are on the planet of the earth, okay? They walk the walk and talk the talk, honey. But every time you see these hypocrites in the church, they trying to right or wrong somebody else. They want to tell you how you should live and what you should do and shouldn't do when they are living a lie, when they are living in sin every single day. But they're not going to tell you that, okay? I'm so tired of these hypocrites in the church. They are not upstanding. They are not righteous. And I'm so tired of them walking around like they saved, sanctified, and delivered, like they holier than thou, like they blessed and highly favored unto the Lord and everything. But they are not, honey. They are sellouts as well. They sold out to these satanic powers that be. They sold themselves out first, and then they turned around and tried to sell you out. Okay, that's just how low down and dirty, hypocritical they are in these churches. They lie to their congregations. They rob them blind while they living good in the hood and everything else or whatever. But I'm telling you, they are sellouts to these satanic powers that be. They pimping behind the pulpit. You understand me? And behind closed doors, they got all kind of sneaky, freaky, creepy things that's going on under covers, that's been swept under rugs, that's in the closet, and some of everything. While they trying to tell you how to live, while they trying to right or wrong you about your life, while they trying to wash you clean with the Bible, honey. And they be the first ones to cast their judgments and they ridicules upon people. They be the first ones running around here trying to play God and things like that. And it's another thing that really kind of pisses me off. I am so tired of these people running around playing like they gods, calling themselves gods. First of all, stop being stupid. If you were a god, you would have god-like power. Real gods don't need demonic devices to do anything. Real gods don't have to conjure up no witchcraft, no sorcery, no black magic, no voodoo. Real gods don't have to partake in any of that. Thus, you are not a god. Stop running around here thinking y'all gods. Stop running around here thinking y'all can make god-like decisions and judgments in other people's lives. Stop running around here trying to create y'all own karma for people. Y'all are not gods. Y'all are manipulators. Y'all are Decepticons. That's what y'all are. But you're not gods. So you need to stop lying to yourself. You stop lying to yourself first, then you can stop lying to the world. And see, this is the very reason why when it comes to the industry, when it comes to entertainment, they make a mockery of the church all the freaking time. You know why? And the church don't say nothing at all about it. You know why? Because they can't. The churches was infiltrated first. The churches was infiltrated before the rest of the world was infiltrated. What you mean? The church has to follow the rules, regulations, and bylaws of the governments wherever they are. Period, point blank. And if you notice, this is the very reason why no matter any major event or major theme or anything that's going on in the government that the government has passed down or whatever, they have the church to jump in behind it, and they have these pastors and these bishops and these evangelists and all kinds of people to push, especially in the black communities, to push the issues of their churches. But they are lying to their congregations. They won't stand before their congregation and tell you they took oaths into satanic secret societies. They won't stand before their congregations and tell you that they down low and in the closet. They won't tell their congregations none of the stuff that they done. That they back behind the scene doing rituals and blood sacrifices and all kinds of things. They ain't gonna tell nobody that. They ain't gonna tell you they can right or wrong you in your life, but they ain't gonna tell you they was initiated into them satanic cults by being sodomized. They not gonna tell you that. They ain't gonna tell you that. That's too much like right. But these hypocrites is in the church, honey. These hypocrites is the main ones running around here setting people up left and doggone right. Left and doggone right. Right now. You got church cults, okay? They in the church casting spells and curses amongst people. Y'all, yes, they got witches in the church, y'all. Don't think it's a game when it's really not. They got witches in the church, honey. They doing black magic right in the church. They doing all kind of satanic, demonic rituals, especially them big old churches, honey. The big churches, they underground, up under the church. Doing all kind of sinister, evil, wicked things that you could have never imagined, honey. Hypocrites in the church. These churches are about to be destroyed. And I'm telling you, the only reason why these churches still exist today, because these churches, religion, y'all need to understand that religion was created by man. Okay? First of all, understand that. So these churches, back in a more conservative time, they used religion. They used these churches to control people. We are just now living in a day and time where things are no longer so conservative. So they find other ways to manipulate your subconscious to be a part of other things. And this is the reason why now they want to do away with religion altogether, when they ought to be, see, they stay causing their chaos. Okay, they create this stuff. They're the ones to create this stuff. It's called order out of chaos. They do this mess on purpose. But it's all in an effort. It's all about control, and it's all about manipulation. They do these things on purpose to continuously to control and to manipulate the brainwashed, dumbed down masses. This is also the reason why they spend billions of dollars on entertainment. These people spend billions of dollars yearly on entertaining your ass the most. Okay? Because while you being entertained, while you believe in lies, then the very destruction is going on right before your eyes, right in your face, and you don't even know it. Because you've been entertained. Because you believing in the lies that they have set forth before you and everything. But see, this is the reason why they've been talking about their new world order for the longest. A new world order, one world government, one world religion. What you think the one religion is? It ain't Christianity. I told y'all 70% of the world are sold out to these satanic powers that be, honey. And y'all still listening to the very people in power who is telling you that there will be a new world order and a one world religion. I guess you assume that that one world religion will be Christianity, when 70% of these folks are sellouts to these satanic powers that be, are worship. They already worshiping the devil. What in the hell do you think is going to be their one world religion? These are the individuals, they want to usher in they antichrist. They ain't going to create their own darn antichrist, son. But nobody believes. But they still got these hypocrites in the church doing their bidding, honey. They still got them in the church doing their bidding, lying to the people. And they got them partaking in some of everything. Y'all, a lot of people would be surprised just what kind of sinister mess goes on in these churches. But I'm telling you, it happens every day. And then they come out of their church Sunday in their little suits and their little dresses and things, shine, and they walk around town and play pretend like they so well knit and put together and all this stuff. Huh? They not. They not. And it don't matter what level they on. They all sellouts. They all working for the enemy. And they do not have our best interests at heart. Now, I'm not saying that to say that you don't have to go to nobody's church, to nobody's building, for you to believe in whatever it is that you want to believe in. You got every right to believe in whatever it is that you want to believe in. So if you choose to be a religious person, that is your business. But I'm telling you, the leaders and the operators of these churches are hypocrites. They are lying to the congregations. They align. And they ushering folks to the slaughter. Period, point blank. That's a matter of fact. That's a matter of fact. Okay, guys. Let's get ready to wrap this up. So I have some other messages here. This comes from my other personal deck that I created. We have fighting, fussing, and cussing. I feel like there's a lot of individuals who are getting in fights, who fussing and cussing amongst each other. About very different situations. Here we have siblings. So like I said, this siblings stuff that came up again, just like I was telling you all with about the SCHEISES sisters. Okay, we got some low down dirty brothers that's amongst these siblings and things too. But I feel like there's a lot of disagreements and arguments and different things that's going on within families and stuff, within friendships and in relationships with people and things, and a lot of fighting and fussing and cussing and different things that's going on. Then I have your mama here. These SCHEISES low down dirty mamas, they in the mix of all of this, okay? Because they got some very, it's some mothers out here, not all of them, but it's some mothers out here that's got some very sinister things on their mind. They have been a part of some sinister things that perhaps you didn't know anything about, honey. But they are amongst these siblings of yours, these SCHEISES siblings of yours, this fighting, this fussing, this cussing, this plotting, planning, and scheming that's been going on. We got deadbeat fathers all over the world, honey. It ought to be against the law for these fathers to be deadbeat the way they are. And for the men that do take care of their children, provide for their children, support their children, raise their children the way they should be, congratulations to you all. I feel like, you know, that the men that do take care of their children, they should be more celebrated, just as well as the men who spend money out the ass on their children and child support and things like that, and they try to see their kids and things like that, and they got trifling baby mamas that won't even let these men see their darn kids. And I think that's an absolute shame. You don't have no problem with taking his money, but you won't even let the man see his kids. These just low down dirty trifling women that do that stupid mess. And you know, people like me and many other women in the world who wish you ain't got to do a doggone thing for me, but if you was a good enough man to just to be there for your child, that's good enough for me. This ain't about me, because if it didn't work out between us, but we got a child together, we should be grown enough to be able to co-parent. You understand me? It ain't about, you ain't got to do me nothing for me. You ain't got to give me nothing. But if you doing everything that needs to be done for your child, we good. You good with me. But you got so many women out here. These men, especially if he a man that's got a decent job and making good money, he coming out the behind thousands and thousands of dollars a month on child support, and these trifling women won't even let him see his kids, honey. So they just as bad. But these deadbeat fathers, honey, they no good in the hood. It ought to be against the law for them to be just, you know, they shouldn't even be able to procreate with any doggone body. They just run around here knocking up folks all. No, they full well they have no intentions, none, on taking care of Nam, baby. Because you know why? By the time the woman even had a child, they ain't even with this fool no more. He had no intentions on taking care of these kids. Okay, so the next message we have here is your family has lied to you about everything. Question everything you've been told. Okay, so for those of you who have toxic karmic mothers and fathers who have you know, had bad relations within your family and things like that, you need to look back and question everything that these people told you, everything you know pertaining to these individuals, because spirit is coming through and saying that these individuals lied to you. This whole situation here, it seemed like a family situation. Like the other messages, you know, kind of touch bases on multiple different things, but we have your mama here, siblings here, deadbeat fathers here, we got fighting, fussing, and cussing, and then this card talks about the family in a whole has lied to you about everything. Everything. Okay, so you need to question everything that you have been told by these people, because Spirit is coming through and saying that these individuals have lied to you. So in your life, applying this to your life, this could be your mama who has lied to you about things, your father who has lied to you about things, your siblings, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles. You got family who is a lie to you. Okay, and it's probably pertaining to things tied to generational curses and family secrets and um all kinds of mess that's going on within these darn families, honey, because it's just as low down and dirty as you all can imagine. The next card we have here is he or she is lying to you. So Spirit is coming through and saying that whoever you are dealing with right now, whether this be a lover, a family member, or friend, they're lying to you. I feel like this is somebody who is close to you, who maybe you see all the time, you talk to, you deal with on the regular. Spirit is saying they're lying to you. So you apply this situation to your situation, what you're dealing with in your life, but it's somebody that's around you that you talk to quite often who is lying to you about something, okay? And you might need to figure out what exactly that something is. Everybody's situation is going to be different, but the overall message here is somebody in your life. So this could be your husband, this could be your wife, this could be your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your partner, this could be your friend, an associate, this could be your co-workers, this could be your neighbor, this could be any one of your family members, somebody that you talk to on the regular, that you deal with all the time, that is in your life, is lying to you about something. So you need to, I don't know, you need to check into that and just kind of see who bamboozling you, who trying to get over, who lying to you, and about what are they lying to you about. The next message we have here is watch your surrounding at all times. Evil lives. Okay, that's what we've been talking about this entire reading, y'all. Evil is everywhere. I tell y'all this all the time, honey. This wickedness is in high places. The evil is lurking around every corner, honey, seeking whom it may devour. And so you just got to constantly watch your surroundings and watch the company that you keep, because folks out here ain't right, honey. Their minds ain't right. And, you know, you just, in this day and time, you have to protect yourself on a whole nother level, in a whole different kind of way, because people of this world, it's just not right. Period, point blank, guys. Well, that concludes your extra message session on tonight. I do hope that the information provided helps to heal and help someone who is dealing with any or all of these situations, honey. I thank all of you for listening, for watching, for visiting the channel. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe. And if anybody has any missing mysteries or murder mysteries or just general topics that you would like for me to speak on, please email me at tiffanyziegler60@gmail.com. If anybody would like to donate to the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. I thank you with every fiber of my being. You can do so through Cash App, which is $TiffDiamond36. You will be helping to grow this channel and helping me to help and to heal as many people as I so possibly can. That is my passion. That is my goal. That is my life's purpose, because I am a natural healer. I am a natural leader, and so this is what I have been sent here to do. Part of what I've been sent here to do. Okay, so anybody who would like to donate, I thank you in advance for your donations. Okay, guys, as I always tell you all, you need to take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, okay? Watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch the company in which your children are in and or around, okay? this day, or I was getting ready to say this day and time, but this month specifically, you all, I cannot stress enough, really and truly, well, specifically this month, but this stuff goes on all year round, okay? Y'all be very careful, okay? Because we got holidays that are coming up back to back. A lot of people going to be going out and shopping and things like that. A lot of people come up dead this time of year. A lot of people come up missing this time of year. A lot of people get robbed this time of year, okay? Especially being out and about and shopping and things like that or whatever. So y'all be very careful, okay? When you out and about, when you doing what you do and living your life. Okay, watch your surroundings. Try to go places, especially when you got to go shopping and things like that. And I get it. Like a person like me, I'm a loner. So I was getting ready to tell you all, when you try to go places in groups, with people, like if you're the type of person who have friends and family like that or whatever, go in groups, go out shopping or go out places wherever you're going together in a group. You understand? You be least likely to have somebody to attack all of you at one time versus if you was by yourself. Those of you shopping, opt out to even going to the stores unless you just kind of want to go and see what's there in the stores and what's going on and stuff like that. You can start ordering stuff online and having it delivered like that. And that may be a better way for shopping, so you won't have to run into all the havoc and the congestion and the chaos out in the world that we go through and endure every day. But anyway, guys, I'm just trying to give you all some options of ways to stay safe and protect you all self, especially this month, y'all. Watch your pets, watch your children. A lot of kids come up missing in October, okay? There's major rituals that goes on all through October, especially on Halloween night. Watch your pets as well. A lot of animal sacrifices goes on throughout this time as well, okay? Like I told you all, there is wickedness in high places and there is evil that is lurking around every corner, no matter where you live, no matter your neighborhood, your community, no matter your surroundings. Evil can be anywhere at any given time. You understand me? So y'all need to stay awake. You need to stay aware. You need to stay vigilant, but most of all, you need to stay prepared. Remember the protection things that I told you about. Get you some pepper spray, get you some mace, get you a taser, get you a gun of some kind, get you a pocket knife, get you some type of protection, okay, to carry on your person when you are out and about and to have at home, okay, especially during this day and time, you guys. So like I always tell you all, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, okay? So until the next time, guys, peace, love, and light. Namaste.